How many marathons have you done? Do you know exactly the number?
Not really.
No. You have a rough estimate?
Probably like
100 plus?
20.
20 plus?
No, yeah, I never really cared about doing a lot of marathons. When I was running well, I would pick two a year.
Yeah.
And I would train properly for them, recover from them, and train again for the next one.
Yeah.
I would never go marathon.
Yeah, I guess that's how you'd turn into a cactus.
Yeah.
So if you did marathon, you'd have probably heaps more injuries than what you've had.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
And you did them, like you've done them all around the world as well. We'll go to Doha in a second as well, where you represented Australia. That's a big deal. But you've also ran across other places in the world. Am I right?
Yeah.
Where else?
In the US, we were just on a holiday over there. This was like after one of the really long patches of injuries, and I was just sort of coming back and did Portland Marathon there. Funnily enough, another Portland marathon.
In the US.
Yeah. And I did Santa Barbara. I ended up going to college for 6 months at Chico State University, which is in California, and I ran on the track team. So I got to experience the team culture of college sport, which was awesome. Then Berlin Marathon. That was 2017, 2018. I've run in Japan a few times, Osaka, Lake Biwa, Senshu International.
What would be the toughest one you've been through?
The toughest one? All marathons are tough because it's about how hard you push yourself that determines how tough they are.
Yeah.
So if you could go to a really difficult place and take it super easy, and then doesn't feel that hard. Whereas you could go to you go to Berlin Marathon, which is flat as a tack, perfect weather.
But push yourself.
That's your hardest race.
What race would you have pushed your hardest?
Well, I've pushed my hardest in races where I've gone poorly. So when the race goes really poorly early, and you're in an absolute world of hurt at like 20K, knowing you have another 20K to go, and they come out with like terrible times, but it's the duration of time of the pain you're in. So you're in pain for a really long time. So I remember some terrible Melbourne marathons I've had, massive blow-ups, and they're the hardest.
So what do you do in that situation? Obviously you have to keep pushing forward, but what do you try and do to make it somewhat easier?
Oh, it's hard because you go through like, you've got so long to think about it, and the immediate thing is like total disappointment that your race has failed, because you might have spent 6 months training for that one event, and it's all just gone to shit, and you're trying to overcome the sadness of that, and then you get angry that it's happened. So you're like, oh, I've messed this up, or I did this wrong, or so stupid with this pacing. Yeah. And then you're like, well, let's try and get to the end and be proud of, like, there's still a degree of pride in not stopping. Yeah. No matter how slow you go, if you get to the end, and I think you do owe it to the other competitors out there who are also having a terrible day. Just because you're not going to be proud of the time you ran. Like, if you stop, that's a real cop-out. Like, if you're not injured, you're stopping because it's hard, that's a cop-out. Yeah. And there's a lot of people around you that have also had bad days, and they're still going. Yeah. I feel like you got to owe it to them, to stay out there.
Yeah. Speaking of people that have struggled, I literally saw today that you featured on 7 News when you in the Melbourne Marathon.
Oh, yeah.
How good was this? What year was this? We'll explain it in a second.
2024?
Recently, yeah. I literally didn't know about it until I was just doing some last minute, just stalking you pretty much. And I saw on 7 News that you've helped this guy at the Melbourne Marathon in the stadium, about to collapse, right? Yeah. Helped him up. You can explain the story in a sec. But then I was looking at what the article was saying, and the guy said that you even stopped his Garmin watch.
Yeah. Not true.
Not true.
No, not true at all.
What?
Yeah, no, that's funny. That did go viral.
Yeah.
Like I was coming in to MCG. I had one of those shockers that we're talking about.
So it was, okay, yeah.
So I'm coming in the G and I'm like, oh, I got 200 meters to finish. And I've been thinking about finishing for the last hour and a half. And then all of a sudden up ahead, I'm like, someone from the half marathon mat has like veered across and has fallen down onto the marathon. And I'm like, oh
no.
I really just want to finish, but how bad will this look if this bloke's laying on the ground and I just run around him?
Straight past him.
So then I'm like, oh, I'll get him to the finish. So I go to lift him up and I'm like, whoa, he's a big unit. And I'm not a strong man. So I've just kind of wrenched him up. I'm like, you got to help me, mate. Like,
Are you falling with him?
I'm pretty much falling and my legs are all cramping and I'm like, now even more embarrassing would be if I lift this bloke up and we both fall. So I like lug him across and like dump him over the line. I'm like, geez, this bloke's done this. He's only done a half marathon.
Yeah.
So he's really cooked it.
Yeah, imagine if he was doing a full.
Yeah.
And then the doctors came, medical.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how it happened, but I can't really like.
Did you get like? I hope you would have got congratulated for what you did, or like, you know, just like, well done, mate. That's very good of you.
No, I kind of just walked on. He actually, funnily enough, we both know the same people, and so I'm not sure whether it was him or his partner or his wife or something, reached out and said, hey, that was we know this person, Ali, like the girl I coach. We're friends with her. Like, yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah. It was funny how viral it went afterwards.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was literally on. I saw it on the 7 website. I was like, wow, that's it. That's a big deal.
And the funniest thing was how bad my race went before that, and it just gave me another excuse to tell people like, oh, I was only ran slow because of this last bit. I would have run way faster if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, if you were going at like one of your PBs or...
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
Not stopping.
That's the thing. If I was on a career PB, I'm jumping, I'm hurdling that.
Yeah, you're a metre away from the line. You can get there yourself.
Yeah.
We can go to Doha now. You're representing Australia. Talk us about that race because... I mean, I don't know if that seemed like a pretty good race. Would you that was
for sure.
A very
it's
good race?
probably my best race actually.
How many people were running? Because you finished like in the 30s, didn't you?
Yeah, I came 39th. I think there was 85 people entered.
Yeah.
My ranking going in was maybe 80. So,
oh wow!
I was never the athlete that should be at the World Championships. Like I ran the qualifying time. But the qualifying times are kind of there, and then you expect to select whoever, from the list who have qualified. But Doha, obviously, super hot place.
Yeah,
you don't really want to run a marathon there if you don't have to. So I was the 4th in line to get into this team of 3. So as soon as one person said they didn't want to, I was pretty much. Oh, cool. I'm going to be in that team. And for me, this is like the only time I'll represent Australia ever. So I'm jumping at it.
Yeah.
Whereas the other bloke's like, I don't think I want to go to Doha.
Yeah, it's a rough area.
Yeah. It's like going to be, it could be 40 degrees. And like marathon running at that level is difficult because you pretty much have to go out very solid. Otherwise you'll look silly because there's only 80 people in the race. Like you look at Melbourne Marathon, there's like 20,000 in the race.
Yeah.
You can hide if you go out slowly.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're on this stage and you're ranked 80th and you decide to go out slow, like
you'll be noticed.
I'm out the back by a mile. Like I look silly. So yeah, it was a bit like funnily enough, I got a lot of help from the Australian Athletics Australia staff to do a more scientific kind of or like mathematical assessment of the conditions.
Yeah.
And looking at historical performances in those conditions. So we had a pretty good plan of what they thought I could run. So we decided to go out on a certain pace and I actually ran a negative split. And so it was held at midnight.
Oh.
In order to sort of negate the weather.
Still would have been boiling though.
Yeah, it was 29 degrees.
Yeah.
And we ran around like a 7K loop. So we did 6 laps of a 7K loop when they had they had these massive spotlights the entire way along this road.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it starts at midnight, really weird, like trying to get into the...
Yeah, have you run at midnight before
Nah,
then?
no way.
Yeah.
Well, I did a few nights before. I was trying to get into the groove of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been easy.
No, it was different. Like you fully got to look at your nutrition and try to time when you're going to be eating, as well as try not to be tired.
Yeah, did you sleep through the day?
Yeah, I was trying to do that, but it's actually really difficult to do. It went really well. Like I finished 39th, which was in the top half of the field. A lot of people dropped out because it was like once you blow up in conditions like that, even jogging to the finish is brutal.
Yeah.
So most of the time, like these guys just go, fuck it, I'll just stop.
Yeah.
So everyone that I passed that was on the side of the road sitting in the gutter, like I felt, although it doesn't look like that in the results, I'm still beating you.
Yeah.
Because I'm still out here going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was pretty fun, that.
Yeah, and is it easy to, like when you're representing your country, was that the first time you've represented Australia?
Yeah, that was definitely.
Did anything change? Like, did any routines change? Obviously, because it was at midnight. But do you mentally think any different because you are representing your country, or did you try and keep everything linear?
No, super. Yes, I was way more. There was way more pressure. I put pressure on myself because if I go and do like a marathon representing myself, who cares if I fail?
Yeah.
Like this is just me.
Yeah.
And no one really who cares about what happens to me? Whereas if I'm out there and I'm the only Australian representative on that team. If I have embarrassed myself, well, you're embarrassing the singlet a little bit, which means you're embarrassing sort of the country. So I was really careful not to make stupid decisions.
Yeah.
In the end, making sensible decisions that day for the reasons of just not looking silly was actually the best race strategy as well.
Yeah. Because
of the heat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, there's never ever been more nervous than wearing that singlet because it wasn't just me out there it wasn't just me who I was letting down if I fucked it up.
Because it was the World Athletic Championship. It's like the Olympics of the running, isn't it? It's the top of athletics.
Distance runners look at athletics. It sort of gets ranked like Olympics, World Championships, maybe World Cross Country Championships, then maybe Com Games.
Yeah.
So it was that is the peak athletic competition outside the Olympics.
Yeah. And is it every 2 years?
Yeah, every 2 years.
Every 2 years. Yeah. So even just to get there, how did you get the heads up saying you're doing it again?
Oh, I was working in I'd opened the running company Ballarat with my wife.
Yeah.
And I was out the back of the store and I sort of knew that I would be getting a phone call at some point just to say yes or no. And I had my phone on me and the guy, his name was Christian Malcolm. He was a UK sprinter. He was in charge of AA at the time, high performance director. And so he calls and says, just letting you know that you've been selected to run the marathon. And I was like,
So when did you have to go to Doha? Was that pretty...
Well, yeah, I went on a training camp in St. Moritz beforehand because I was there with, so a girl I coach, Ali Pashley, she made the team for the 10K.
Is she Olympian?
She is an Olympian, yeah. Yep.
So you've coached her, yeah.
Yes, but at that point, she wasn't an Olympian.
Yeah.
So she, that was her first world champs too. So she was running the 10K. And so we went over to St. Moritz and trained for about 6 weeks. And then And then I went to Italy, where the Athletics Australia holding camp or pre-camp was. They have the AIS have a facility in a place called Gavarate, and that's where all the European-based Australian athletes go and stay and train, and they base themselves there for competitions in Europe. So we went there for maybe, I think it was about 10 days maybe before we flew over to Doha.